uninterrupted keep coming up here very soon. Are we going to see clutch v clutch right at the beginning? Maybe a little bit more strategery. I mean, there's no Blazkowicz for the return frag champion, so
I don't think clutch will go first.
Yeah.
Not for Venger. Maybe Cooler. I see Galena's been switched to already. Let's take a quick look. Yep, Galena both ways.
And Venger's actually ducking out from the nail gun to go to heavy armor immediately, which could give him, yeah, it's not going to get the rocket launcher very quickly or much else, but he's got this angle that he's setting up with the tri-bolt like he's expecting a fight. But he's got to figure out, yeah, Cypher's position and Vector first, looking for a way to get back in on LG.
Be healed.
He's going to get that totem, first totem for him. Down right on the teleporter exit. Bit of tri-bolt damage, barely effective. That totem already being expended, actually, so he can't heal up from that. And that is going to be Cooler able to collect the heavy armor. Mega not up for a couple of seconds. Venger feeling more and more uneasy as the Mega's not up. But LG on LG. And Venger claws his way out.
That's some pretty good defensive damage, though, so Cooler's going to be reeling, looking for some recovery. As a Galena, they both have that option here pretty quickly. We've got Venger with one totem up and one in the pocket, and currently he's in charge of the LG teleporter. But even playing off of this, the statue's a little bit more difficult than it used to be. They've both got tri-bolt, and it's going to be a bit of a fight over this heavy armor. Cooler wasn't looking the right way, though. Needed to check both sides before crossing that particular street. That's going to be a first frag, armor, and mega for Venger. Is it going to be enough against the shield, though?
Ooh, he actually pins him up a little bit. He's not using the shotgun, which is disappointing, but nevertheless, he's got enough damage right at the end. He has a little bit of armor. He's found the health bubbles, and Cooler with just visor to go.
Really great play there. And I was thinking that Venger's rocket was going to be on point, but Cooler's able to take him back here. But now Venger's on his own clutch. I mean, Venger was only able to survive that with 5 health, but he got the frag. Can Cooler pull off the same trick?
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Without an LG.
Well, he's got the shotgun.
Yeah.
He had the starting shotgun to begin with, and that's going to be really important for him going against the clutch.
At the same time, Venger's got to realize how important that LG is going to be to Cooler, and clamping that off is going to be pretty key. But he's popping the shield right now, and yeah, the tri-bolt alone is going to be enough to just cause all that splash, all that knockback. But here we go, close range. Cooler's so weak. Where'd he go? Where did anybody go? Trying to track him midair, and Venger takes the first round.
Cooler was trying to look. He just didn't know where the hell to look right at the end. He did so much damn damage, and I thought that Venger used his shield way too early.
He did.
He didn't have it right at the end. But regardless, he did enough to secure round 1. And now Cooler, well, he's got some catching up to do. Same start exactly for Venger as last time round.
Yeah, and he's actually playing the same corner again, expecting Cooler to come around. I want to see what he actually expects out of this, but we heard the rocket jump, and Venger picked up on it quickly enough to get out of that fight. It could have gone very poorly, but even so, this is a lot of LG damage that Cooler's throwing off.
Yeah, Venger had to be very careful, just covering some choke points, making sure that it is safe to go and get some health bubbles. He's got some hourglasses, so can heal up relatively soon, and LG now in hand. He'll try and pop down a totem as soon as he can. That tribal damage actually pretty effective. Like the rocket jump away. But I don't think he's going to win the race over to Heavy. He's going to get there, and he manages to hit a direct. Looking for more splash. That totem's been taken care of. Machine gun. Whoa. Back at him, actually.
Recovery is going to be a big deal for both of them. Venger not going into red room for the recovery, going for 25s outside, as well as his own totem. Cooler's able to get just about as much here, but he's got that first information with that rocket splash. So Venger looking for this mega. Sitting here a little bit too early. That could cost him, but he's still got just enough LG to carry through the fight, take the frag, and take the mega. But the mega is not going to be much bonus right now. That armor is going to be what he needs.
Oh, he's still going for rocket jump and things like that. Knows he's going versus visor and not the clutch, so doesn't have to be quite as careful. But even so, he's going for some fast and furious plays.
Oh, I like this LG here. But that rocket bounce is not going to be doing me any favors. He's got to back out of this fight now. He's got a couple seconds to a free totem. But is his armor going to be just as free? Well, he's got 2 totems on the armor, so that health is certainly going to help out. But Cooler's going to push in just at the right moment to take away that armor. But all this tribal damage coming out of Venger is keeping Cooler just far enough away for him to make the escape to Boneyard.
It's actually insane how much damage Venger's getting from that. He's using it at just the right moment when the distance is perfect. And those explosions are coming out. A couple of his totems have disappeared, and there's a light armor there he will eventually go to collect. Mega will be taken. He's going to try and guard this entrance so that Cooler's not able to get to heavy so quickly.
No love from that tribal. Cooler looking from out of the teleport exit, but VengeurR actually gets more damage off of that. Even he looked a little bit surprised and is going, hey, I get to chase you now? Cool. A little bit of lava damage, but a frag's a frag. And now Cooler's going to be on his clutch.
Oh, Rocket jumps up. Watch out for it. He does get himself 100 damage Rocket and a bit of follow-up. The thing is, Cooler, he gets the kill. He didn't use shield, but he's going up versus the clutch now. If he takes off the shield for a second, he's dead. I just think there's no way he can win this.
It's that Mega. I was about to say, the fact that VengeurR got those 225s in the red room. Oh, nice. Still got it. All right, so yeah, I will go ahead and say that. The fact that VengeurR got those 225s in the red room meant that Cooler, after getting that frag, he couldn't stack back up on his clutch. Yeah. So even though VengeurR got the nail gun spawn, he's still at the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, VengeurR played it well. He did enough damage, and he knew that, right, I've got the perfect follow-up for this, and Cooler, you're not going to stand a chance. He's 2-0 up. You can close this one out. It'd be pretty impressive.
Absolutely. So VengeurR, nice bit of LG damage at the beginning of this. We've got Cooler trying to get aggressive very quickly here, but loses most of his overstock on the armor. VengeurR coming back in mid-map and trading with the LG fairly effectively, but that totem... Okay, wasn't expecting that one. I thought the totem was just going to be healing for Cooler, not damage for VengeurR. But now VengeurR's going to be on his Nyx.
Yeah, VengeurR looked so good in the first 2 rounds. He doesn't want to sort of psych himself out a little bit after how well he's been playing. Nyx, though, Ghost Walk. Going to find him straight away. Good rocket from him. And he's going to keep pushing through the LG. It's the mutual frag in the end, but it's done by Cooler. So we're down to 1 champion left for VengeurR.
This is going to be tough.
2 for Cooler.
I mean, we can expect shield v shield here, but the LG from VengeurR has been giving him a bit of an edge. Cooler taking away that Mega. We got armor from Oh my god, all that nail gun. Yeah, VengeurR's got to back out of here now. Using that shield defensively. Still coming up the jump pad. What does he think he can get out of this? Can he back up to the Boneyard health? Apparently so, but once the shield is gone... Oh!
What a rocket.
I thought VengeurR was done there.
He was just backing off and collecting all of the items. Cooler was following him. At one point, he's got to realize, oh crap, he's healed up quite a lot.
I was like, all right, shield's about to run out. You got 50 health, cool, but that's not going to help you against all those rockets. But VengeurR's rocket sneaking right over the lip of the jump pad.
This is really bad for Cooler. He's timing the shotgun blast pretty well. He keeps pushing in. Oh, wow.
Time for VengeurR to back off. That health is we back up now.
He's not looking too bad. He just spotted where Cooler is. There's a bit of a chase from him.
Great movement, though, I got to say. VengeurR,
oh my god,
kiting that rocket, training him into it, and taking a 3-0 against Cooler on Corrupted Keep. Movement, a lot of room for mistakes here as we get into Runes of Sarnath.
As these players finish up in the warm-up. I again don't expect Clutch to be a first-pick champion from either of the players. I suspect that we'll be getting Visor first. And we'll find out in a moment. VengeurR looking to 2-0 Cooler and send himself to the grand final versus Cypher. Cooler has got to fight back now, start getting himself some rounds.
I wouldn't call it an upset, but I would call it a great achievement for VengeurR. Yeah.
SG.
Cooler just having a minor stroke there for the moment.
Just like face plant the keyboard. Cooler is going clutch first. I wasn't expecting to see that.
So that's going to give him a lot of speed, a lot of ability to pick up armor very quickly. He's got rails and rockets. No LG just yet, so VengeurR's going to be down there. Popping through the teleporter, though. Surely Cooler heard that, but I do have a lot of fond memories of watching Cooler on Runes of Sarnath. He's able to get very sneaky here, and nailing VengeurR to the wall with those rockets has got to feel a little bit vindictive, you know?
I think VengeurR got caught off guard with the clutch first pick. He wasn't to expect it, but yeah, he's making himself too vulnerable. You need to have a bit more distance going versus a clutch, and he was up in the tight corridor up in mid. We've got to chase it right back from VengeurR. He's not really getting a lot in the way of damage now, and he needs to do something. Cooler's only just starting to lose armor, but eventually VengeurR is able to just land everything he needs to.
But this is always the trick. Once you've made a frag with the clutch and you've expended your shield, surviving for the next few seconds, well, to VengeurR's credit, he's picked up a lot of shards, and he's got some armor to back that up. Yeah,
this shot's going to spawn.
Time shards are going to be coming back. He's waiting for him, but he's got the shield back regardless, so he's at least, you know, reaffirmed the status quo here. But against all this LG coming from Cooler, he's got to be very careful about his shots, trying to get up close and personal. Switching over to the mining laser, but it's going to be all Coolers.
He missed everything. He missed absolutely everything. So VengeurR's going to be left with one champion. He can't hang around for the heavy. Cooler chasing him a little bit, ignoring the self-damage rocket. That hurts. Rockets to follow up, and that is nice from Cooler. He finally gets himself on the board in the semi-finals, picking up his first round.
Maybe just don't go to lower railgun anymore. It's just a bad place to be. There's 3 exits from armor. Both of them are safer, it feels like.
I wonder if
even with the jump pad.
Let's see if we get a clutch first pick.
Round 2, fight.
Going to get exactly the same start from both the players. It was
exactly the opposite.
Wait. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
So again, Cooler. Just a little bit of head games here. But if he can take down this clutch with the gauntlet even, well, against the shield, that's not going to be easy. Cooler taking a little bit more rocket damage. Here comes the laser, and that's going to be VengeurR getting the first frag on the board, taking off that visor. But now it's clutch v clutch. That means that Cooler can close this distance very quickly, and he's going to have his shield.
I did find that pretty funny. It's like, right, I'm going to do exactly what you did, Cooler. And the fact that Cooler went for visor second, he maybe wasn't even expecting it. We could end up these guys just going clutch first because they're psyching each other out. It's kind of low. Oh, the last shotgun blast. Only 16 health left for him, but he's got the shield back.
What is this fun?
Can load it up again.
Is it worth it with 30 health? Is it worth it really against the starter shotgun? Well, maybe with this last bit of mining laser. Yes, it is. With 4 HP, taking the round, tying it back up.
I think they're both going to go clutch first now. Because whoever's playing the visor going versus the clutch.
Ironically enough, the gauntlets are off.
Round begins in 3.
You know,
oh, I see.
It's an idiom.
I got it.
Okay, cool. But no, I mean, same thing as last time. Cooler on the visor, vowing that this round's going to go a little bit differently.
I'm shocked at that because I think Cooler might suffer again. I think they need to go in for the clutch refrags right at the beginning. I expect VengeurR to win this one. He's taking a nice rocket, waiting for him to just get to the bottom again. And now VengeurR will start to farm those hourglasses.
I know we don't have it right now, but this is exactly what the Duck Hunt Dog was made for, just waiting for that body to drop.
He'll find 2 more hourglasses down here. He'll have the shield back. And even still holding the advantage.
VengeurR's on the chase here. Cooler's taking a lot of LG. He's looking for the last little bit of damage with maybe even the mining laser up close. They're both weak. He's got the gauntlet going through the teleporter, just waiting for that shield to drop, and the shotgun. Cooler thought he could dash over to the Mega. Not in the cards for him, not today.
Cooler just giving up so much free damage to VengeurR as he was chasing around to the rocket launcher. I mean, I think VengeurR's outclassing him with the clutch. Rocket's looking good on the mutual frag right at the end. There's going to be another round for VengeurR. He's now on match point all of a sudden.
When does Cooler giving up damage just turn into Cooler giving up?
I mean, it could happen. It could definitely happen.
Wow.
I don't think he's going to give up, but he might be losing the spirit because his strats are just not working for him. VengeurR's going to, since the first round, VengeurR's been like, right, I'm not falling into the trap again of you going clutch first. I think a big mistake from Cooler is not doing that move.
Wow.
He goes back up the bounce pad. He's hoping for miracles still, and VengeurR's going to clean that one up. Cooler, you've got to learn from these errors, I think.
I mean, call it an error if you like, but those 2 opening rockets from VengeurR certainly set the tone for that. But now Cooler is just looking to rush forward, pop the shield, get some revenge, mining laser, starter shotgun. It still took him down to 8 HP, and he's got no shield. VengeurR spawning visors is going to be able to track him down very quickly, even with the heavy armor pickup. Wow, what was that? All right. All right.
He almost lost that fight, clutch versus clutch, when he had shield and VengeurR didn't. I mean, that to me is absolutely shocking. VengeurR is starting to pick up items. We've got 5 seconds left until the shield is back. VengeurR probably wants to bite sooner rather than later, but never mind that. It's late.
Cooler, for all this time, still hasn't gotten much of a stack. He's got his shield back up at least, but heavy armor's going to be up. Should likely go to VengeurR. There's the pickup. And Cooler's still going to be on poverty items for the moment, but at least he's got a full stack that way. 5 seconds to Mega. Coming from top T, a little bit dangerous, but Cooler is able to get the speed with that clutch. But there's an opening rail from VengeurR showing, hey, I know what's up. I might be giving up a Mega, but still going to make it hurt.
VengeurR needs to get some damage between these shots a bit more. His LG
what?
still going to work. I mean, that's the full control right there. He had the previous heavy and the mega. I think maybe Cooler picked up an item halfway across that, but I mean, he's just doing the damage between the shield going up and down, and VengeurR's not really had a single problem with
I mean,
Cooler's
he
clutch.
had him up against the wall with the rockets. It's a shooting gallery.
Yeah.
It's a firing squad. It's the Spanish Civil War. How do you miss that?
You got any more?
No,
I was enjoying that.
Does Cooler have any more? That's the big question.
100 damage rocket right there. Cooler's going to be able to fire back. That makes VengeurR available, so he does not want to be involved. But 2 champions left for the Italian, looking for his first ever win over Cooler in a duel.
Ever, you think?
Ever, I'm pretty sure.
All
ever.
right.
I might just check the stats, but I'm upset with that.
7 seconds to Mega. VengeurR is in position for it, being really loud with the Tri-Bolt. At some point, you might think, you know, 50, 60 damage might just be worth it, but Cooler's going, screw the Mega. I'm just going to go for the LG, scare you off. VengeurR going down here to the riskiest health in the map, showing us exactly why it's rarely a good idea to do that.
That terrified me, that rail, for some reason. Well off guard. Got a shotgun there. Did VengeurR get himself anything else? He's just plus forwarding with a shotgun, and Cooler's like, crap, I've got to get out of here. It's so aggressive. And that is going to be the heavy won by VengeurR. He might even get himself in control in a moment. Took his time picking it up, though.
But Cooler actually getting a solid grab of Mega. It's been fairly rare here so far in this matchup. But trading rails, Cooler still down to 14 HP, wondering where all that stack just went. VengeurR is going to need to be stacking up on his totems. Next item to play for will be armor, and Cooler's wondering, is it really worth being here? Well, he misses one rail. His position's going to be exposed. He's railable.
I think he was there for too long.
Yeah.
VengeurR's going to be hunting after him very soon. Heavy's just been taken. There's time for VengeurR to get over and do damage at minimum on the Mega. There he is. LG running away a lot. That stack, the nail gun has definitely helped Cooler, but is it enough?
He's still on his back leg here, and actually he's running out of health to pick up. Even with the 15-second respawn timer on these orbs, it's going to be tough to get anything other than just 100 health and no armor.
I think VengeurR just heard him moving too. There's a light armor. If he gets an hourglasses, I mean, that piercing sight right now can't really be used for anything offensively.
1 minute
He's
warning.
going to try and hold onto this Mega and do better in the fight compared to last time. Mega's picked up. Nail gun damage helps, but there's totems that's going to help VengeurR out more. This is a close one. I actually don't know which way this will go.
He still managed to get out of the room with most of that Mega intact. He's got a little bit of armor here as well. He's kind of giving away his position by taking out that totem, however, but it's still really risky letting 3 totems get on the board. Cooler just biding time as much as possible, but the fact is he's got all the time in the world as long as he doesn't die. He's got VengeurR down to his last champion as well.
Oh god, he's mistimed.
Oh no.
He's made a mistake. That's going to be full item control for VengeurR. Normally Cooler's been taking something at least. Rocket for rail in the end, still overstack left for VengeurR.
I mean, it's a kind of a miracle that Cooler didn't just completely eat it before waiting on that armor. He realized that something smelled wrong. But we're going to be going into sudden death here, but if Cooler dies, he's out of the running.
Oh god, we got
a great LG.
Ledge grab there to keep VengeurR alive. He's looking for some lightning gun to fire back, but he's going to have to relinquish control of the Mega health. Rocket around the corner. VengeurR still keeping good understanding of where Cooler is. Cooler just eliminating the totems from the map.
And grabbing a little bit of armor while he's at it. 7 seconds to armor this time, and if he shows up, he's got a little bit of Mega to work with. VengeurR just playing the corner with these rockets. Not quite enough damage to really nullify the value of this armor, so it's still a leg up for Cooler. But VengeurR is able to get as far ahead of front of Cooler as he wants. And again, you just can't hit a rail on somebody who doesn't know you're there. It's impossible.
This might be a small trap from Cooler. There we go. Got a rail shot from him. VengeurR lacking a lot of armor, but he's going to go and set up for it.
Can't even hit a totem that doesn't know you're there.
2 seconds before it. Rockets coming out, and Cooler, he fights back. He eventually takes control of the round and manages to put us on 2-2.
Prepare to fight.
Well, VengeurR has got to sort this one out if he wants to go for the 2-0, because Cooler is firing pretty hard right now. However, I think this clutch from Cooler is definitely not working out for him. He has decided to finally go clutch first. I think we're going to have kind of an explosive fight between the 2 champions, and then whoever does end up dying first will get a quick refrag, and Clutch will be probably gone by
That's
the
usually
first
the
minute.
expectation. I mean, this matchup has seen several variations on that so far, but the rails are happening. It's actually a long-range fight between two Clutches, not something you see every day. And they're both going to be knocked down to about 50. Cooler's got a slight advantage at the moment, but with 5 seconds to armor, is VengeurR going to show up and hope that, 50 health and 50 armor is going to be enough to win him the item? Nope.
Yeah.
Going to go for the safer play on the Mega.
The one thing that the person who dies needs to ensure is that they get that shield used during that fight. If that doesn't happen, then there could be trouble, especially if you're on a fresh score and you still need weapons to get.
That was so much good LG even before the shield pop. I don't even know why Cooler
Interesting.
needed to pop the shield at this point. They both kind of went a little premature.
Well, VengeurR
Actually,
didn't use the
VengeurR
shield.
didn't pop it. Okay, I thought I saw that.
I think that's really interesting from VengeurR. He sacrificed a lot of health, but he managed to force out the shield, so he still could have an advantage right now.
Yeah. He's not going incredibly aggressive here, but Cooler's getting stuck on the geometry a little bit. That's going to be some free damage against Cooler. One rail at least, but now Cooler's got his own shield back, and it's exactly the opposite situation, and I don't think Cooler is going to let this opportunity slip by. VengeurR's still going to be showing some A+ clutch movement, but it's not going to be enough to get away from Cooler.
This is a really good time for Cooler to get the win versus VengeurR's clutch, because all game long his clutch has just been suffering. And now, in order to get the map win and put us to a tiebreaker, that was important.
Oh no, VengeurR, are you just going to try to cheese this before his shield comes up? He's got to know it's going to be up by now. Oh, dropping down here is going to be disastrous. Is he going to be able to touch the ground just barely? That rail would have finished him off.
VengeurR needs some items urgently. He's over at nail gun for the moment. He's got no armor to his name. He's actually might be able to get himself on the heavy. He's looked down below, found it. Cooler hits a very, very tidy rail. Picks up mega health. He's looking in good shape.
That's got to feel good, getting a clean hit and a clean pickup. Not many of those in this matchup. So Cooler, 10 seconds to shield. Looking to see if VengeurR's going to be entering his domain.
I think VengeurR just used piercing sight, so it knows roughly where he is
Yeah.
anyway.
At that point, yeah, don't move. That way they can't read where you're going.
I was hiding out over a tri-bolt. Rail, how to hit these shots. VengeurR, Cooler hitting one back, and that was not an easy rail to land. That's going to be mega health taken by VengeurR, but he's well and truly at a disadvantage.
Yeah, with all this armor that Cooler has, he's really got a lot to burn through. Cooler just playing the corner game.
He's happy to play the clock right now. He's happy to force VengeurR to make a play that's going to put him out of position.
Cooler is a big fan of walls.
I think so, yes.
But he can't hide forever because VengeurR's about to have his piercing sight. He can pop it whenever he wants. And yeah, he didn't even need piercing sight for that one. I guess he had popped it. Waited for Cooler to pop over the top, and there's the rail. But it's one rail, and there's still so much stack to burn through. VengeurR certainly has his work cut out for him.
VengeurR is running the hourglass pretty well, though. He's just found him now. Rockets are landing, though, for Cooler. He should be able to clean this one out. A little bit of health left for VengeurR. Cooler manages to clean it up. Clean up cleanly.
Yeah, you can see that he was waiting for the right shot. He didn't want to get too eager about it. He knew how dangerous that shotgun was going to be close range. So good stuff there. VengeurR still got his Galena, but like you said, the clock is definitely against him. He's got 2 frags to make up in this last minute. And Cooler, yeah, as a clutch, he can put all the distance between him and VengeurR that he needs, with the one exception of that railgun. Is he actually trapped here? Well, he's got a little bit of shield to work with, but only 54 health even after the shield is out. I don't think VengeurR's going to be letting up the chase. He can't afford to right now. There it is.
All right, nicely done for VengeurR. He's actually given himself a chance now. There's 40 seconds to go, however. He's going up versus a visor. Piercing sight's probably going to get used. Rocket jumping, trying to go into him. It's only a bit of splash. He needs that LG ammo. Totem to heal up again. Time really, really against VengeurR.
That was a good maneuver from Cooler, doing just enough LG to knock him off of that jump. It wasn't about the damage, it was about keeping him out of his face. And this tri-bolt, will this finish off the map?
I'm not really sure what he can do right now. He has to hit these rails, though. That's the big problem for him. He's going to go through the teleporter. Cooler going to move through, but he's missing all of his shots. And 5 seconds to go. Cooler is going to be able to push us through to a tiebreaker match. At Quake, if you are tuned in and you're not too familiar with Quake, Duel is competitive 1v1 mode in Quake Champions. On QuakeCon, we're going to have some of that. This is going to be a crazy best of one singular limb with $25,000 up on the line. But we've got a $175,000 2v2 tournament, so make sure you check this channel on Friday, where you're going to see the top players from around the world battling out for it. On the Sunday is when the duel is going to be appearing. So, guys, we are moving into game. It is the last map of the semi-finals. We've got VengeurR and we've got Cooler. And we've got Blood Covenant. And no clutches right off the bat. They're shy about it this time.
FH?
And Cooler just doesn't take his time with that kind of business. It's just have fun. No, it's just play me
fun
in.
have.
And just lose.
Please, yeah.
It's my birthday. I don't know how much this excuse is going to work for him, but
You have to know at some point you just stop getting birthday presents.
even socks aren't enough.
Well,
Or too much even.
well, I don't know. You start getting excited about socks at some point.
Socks are pretty awesome, actually. I love socks. I'm not even joking.
I have a VengeurR with a great pair of rails to open up this fight. The machine gun's going to be real from Cooler, though. And here comes the switch. Here comes the totem from VengeurR. He's got...
Whoa!
Oh! Okay.
Yeah,
It's always a little bit risky going out of that fight and then taking jump pad. Usually, if you're not going up against a ranger, you think that be safe. But VengeurR, what a great rocket jump. And now he's already got 3 totems up on the board. Cooler's got to do some totem hunting in order to take a lot out of VengeurR's stack.
VengeurR might even want to commit to this at some point, actually. Oh, he's going to choose not to. The shield has come up, and it's like, meh, I don't have to deal with this right now. Shield's going to go down any second.
This one I'm going to come up with
No,
the jump pad with the shield.
no. The rail, why did you go for the rail and miss it? Cooler just totally owns him afterwards.
All right, a little bit of vindication there for Cooler, but he's going to be 8 seconds off of his shield, but these hourglasses will certainly help out. But he's got VengeurR right behind him. Wasn't expecting that, but it's going to be shield on shield. Cooler dropping down 1 second to armor, and VengeurR's leaving it in favor of... Doesn't really have anywhere to go other than rail and rocket. Yeah,
he chooses life.
Sure.
Why don't fight each other? It's not necessary. He's a pacifist.
Why are you guys so violent?
Oh, he should get himself mega health in a moment. Cooler's going to be able to sneak away. VengeurR a little bit behind on the hourglasses.
Alright, so Cooler just peeking here. You could see that he's expecting a rail here. And he wasn't expecting that one, however. He was going out with an LG out. So Armor's going to go to VengeurR, and another one in the back from the RJ, yeah?
Just keeps on hitting it. He's just landing everything that he needs to, and Cooler blows the hell up.
How do you lose track of a clutch? He's so big.
He found a way to do it somehow. VengeurR's going to collect a lot of these hourglasses again, reducing the cooldown by 10% each one.
Do you think physically Clutch can even look up?
It's not like dogs.
Maybe, I mean, he doesn't have a neck.
Oh, these rockets are not bad, and he gets the mining drill to work out for him right at the end. Very odd.
No, a little bit like Runes and Sarnath, where feeling each other out might be a little bit too much to expect from these guys, but I think at this point it should slow down a little bit. I'd be happy to be wrong. I mean, these shots are amazing, but now the tone's been set a little bit. And yeah, VengeurR's going to try to get a little bit more clever.
Oh, he's going to have to rail. He hasn't picked up anything yet. Neither players have actually picked up a major item.
May the power heal you.
And I love being right. Alright, but it's going to be a clean rail pickup for VengeurR. It's actually a big accomplishment in Blood Covenant these days, being able to pick up a rail without getting like rocketed or tri-bolted off by your opponent. There's going to be LG for him as well. Now they're both going to be a little bit hazy on the item timing for the opposite item, but they've actually delayed them about the same each way.
Ooh, right around the corner. VengeurR almost walking into a massive trap just then. He's going to hope to get the mega health, but not to escape any of the more shenanigans. His rockets aren't too bad, though. He's looking for mid. It's good damage overall. And VengeurR picks up first blood of the round.
Looks like Cooler's going to be saving Clutch for last, but Heavy Armor's going to be up for VengeurR to pick. And yeah, it would be asking for a bit much for Cooler to go for this play, but he's got to be expecting the rocket jump again. That's twice now that VengeurR's been able to pull that trick against Cooler.
Yeah, Cooler, that bounce pad's done nothing but bad things to him. However, Wenger, he needs to stay back. He needs to keep his distance. He knows he can't just sit on the mega health, and that it's likely going to be a trap. It's going to go badly. He gets onto the mega, but all the damage on him. He tries to just hone in on him with the lightning gun.
It's still Cooler's last champion, and he's been knocked down to fairly low health. He's got a lot to recover on the pillars, though, so he's going to be 100-100. And Venger's got his own clutch, his own jump pad play. He's going to be on the chase.
And that's it. That burning down of that mining drill, you simply can't run away from that anymore. 2-0. But can Wenger actually shut this one down? He's had trouble doing it on the last one. It's time to see really how mentally strong is Wenger as a player.
This is match point for Wenger.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. He's got to do it right here, right now.
And Cooler's not going to be taking any chances this time, spawning as a clutch. Wenger still has a totem in his sleeve, as we've got the pickup for Nailgun and LG. But again, Wenger with really conservative plays off of these spawns, not going for rocket launcher or railgun right away, finally getting a pickup for both of them here, and not finding Cooler at either. So Cooler himself is going a little bit quiet as a clutch can be. You can hear him stomping around down there, and Wenger's looking for the shot.
Something at the moment. There's just no clues being given. Heavy. Is it a trap? He goes down to explore regardless.
Is it going to be the jump pad again? Well, Wenger's a little bit slower this time, and Cooler jumped the gun. But Wenger's just daring him to come through this doorway with the shield. Oh, but he thought that Cooler had actually left. So this is a trap that didn't need to be a trap, and he still got the rail off it.
Whoa!
2 rails in between the shield drops. It's a traded frag, but still that means that Wenger's got a clutch. Cooler's is gone.
Yeah, I mean, and Wenger even spawned right by Mega Health, so he got so much from that. He's got rockets. Cooler's not going to be able to get onto the heavy. He's only just picked up the lightning gun, but Wenger is going to smell blood right now. Going to be right after him as soon as he can find him. That being the major caveat.
Dripping out of the blood pool himself. 8 seconds to Mega. Cooler still down below. Great nail gun work, however, and it's a good weapon against the shield. Wenger just delaying it as much as possible, but actually Cooler's going to be running out of ammo here pretty soon, and there's the mining laser to put Cooler down to his last champion.
Yep, and it's not a super strong champion versus Clutch. He's got to get some damage off as soon as he can. There is the heavy up over the other side. He's going to try and get some control from it. I like that he's taken away the hourglasses here. That's smart.
That buys him an extra 5 seconds.
which could mean everything if he could find him, but he didn't look around and he didn't see him down on Banana.
Sneaky clutch. Sneaky clutch. Oh my god.
Who could have thought he could be this sneaky?
This is usually what you see Cooler doing.
Yeah.
Cooler's the one who will stay still and people will be running all over the map looking for him. Wenger just beat him at his own game.
Well, he's got to be careful. He actually does beat him at all now, because he's taking damage over at heavy. He's not using the shield. He escapes knowing that he's going to take that last shot. Playing the clock at the moment isn't something he really would want to be doing. He needs to find a way to shut it down. 2.5 minutes over here, Wenger, can you consider it?
Is he going to just burn the clock? Is he going to give up items? Cooler's already got a Mega. It's got, like, natural armor. Is Wenger really going to do this? I mean, he's got some ability to do that with, well, his ability, the shield. But it's so risky. There's so much time to burn. 2 minutes, 10 seconds? I mean, he's just giving the map away to Cooler.
Oh, he heard something. He's got a raging clue right now.
Yeah. He's able to escape back up to Railgun, give himself a little bit more time. But he's now making some sounds. Getting caught on a doorway. You don't want it. You can't afford that right now.
Oh, teleport ahead.
He's not getting dinked by this tribal. Cooler's got a suspicion, but he doesn't have the confirmation that he's there.
This is going to be super annoying for Cooler. It is playing it in his own game. He's found him. Rockets landed for either players. Wenger might want to drop on this. He's doing so much rocket jamming. The mining drill comes out too, and that is going to be a 3-0 on Blood Covenant. Wenger goes through to the grand final.